Just a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
How the hell did you return it? It was fucking up.
Play action. It's Newton. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
What?
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Can you smell? You gotta put something in your tummy, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Love you, Mom.
4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
Love you, Mom.
Deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. Taken in at the 11. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Okay.
It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They fake the give. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 84 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Newton on first down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Newton. And his pass incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Newton. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. A little check down to Lindsey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Tua on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely four-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with first.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tua going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Newton on third down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, it's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on first down. Dolphins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Newton's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dolphins. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.